Hey folks, Moses Woodson here from High Desert Homestead. I've done a few things today, not much. I was sick last week, and I did get the swamp cooler running on the house. Old roads are humming behind me. But I just didn't feel much like vlogging. Me and Ann have been working on something that a little different, but thought we'd give you an update. Camper's still there. I got sick last week, so I didn't get a chance to get out to the homestead. Getting sick puts a hold on things, but just thought I'd take and bring y'all an update. Middle of the week we usually bring you something, and I'm gonna bring you something a little different today. What many of you may not know is I write a little bit of poetry, and one of the first poems that I wrote that really kind of got me energized about writing poetry, I did put it into a book, and we'll put the link below to the book. It's on Amazon. You can go there if you feel so led to. Book's fairly inexpensive. I think it's $12.95, and it's just a bunch of poetry. I call it Cowboy devotional poetry, but it's a collection of poems that I did, and I think there's 30 odd some of them in there. But I'm gonna bring you this poem today. It's my old hat. My old hat may not look like much with all its sweat stains, crimps, and tears. And I've had people look at it. Some have smiled, some have laughed, and some have jeered. For some, a hat is just another piece of attire. But to me, you see, it's much, much more. For me, my old hat states to the world who I am, where I've been, and exactly what I stand for. Just like so many others who've gone on before. I had a man one time, he worked for a prop company away out west in LA. He wanted to buy my old hat so some actor could wear it in a movie and really look the part. I guess from his point of view, that's kind of smart. Buying them from folks that actually use a hat each and every day, doing jobs like fixing fence, doctoring cows, and feeding hay. He said he liked my old hat. Looks like it's been there and done that. Boy, when he said that, he said a matter of a fact. Through rain and snow, heat and cold, my old hat's always been there atop my head, shedding rain and shading sun, so as I could do what had to be done. It's been stomped by broncs and dropped in the mud and used to fan a fire. It used to say Bailey on the liner in the top, but the words have all faded from years of sweat, of all the trails I've traveled down, the endless nights and long, long miles dragging horses here and there. If you looked at my old hat, you'd think I'd traveled everywhere. Some folks, they said they wanted to buy me a new hat, and me, I could not see the use. The one I'm wearing now was new one time, and it took this long so's it fits my head just right. And my old hat may not seem like much, but wrapped up in all that straw or felt is a well of memories left to tell. My old hat was there the day my son was born. It was on my head as I cried tears of joy. I was wearing it the day that Grandpa died. Yeah, sometimes you feel it way down deep inside. My old hat has covered my heart when the preacher prayed, or when the Star-Spangled Banner played, and Old Glory waved. It sits on the floor under my chair every Sunday at church, or over at the dinner, over to folks. You wear a hat at Mama's table and it won't be no joke. I've had babies to wear it and even chew on it a time or two. Yeah, those are images you take with you as you go along in life and think about when you have nothing else to do. To say my hat's been there and done that, well, I don't know if it's words enough. If it could talk, oh, the stories it could tell. Things I dare not utter for fear some would call me a liar. Oh, it's just as well. So as I retire my old hat and break another end, I guess I'll hang it on the wall to let others walk by and wonder about where and all it's been, and let it tell its stories who all to care to look. But they will never see the journey that my old hat has took.